Hello everyone, and welcome to Interview with Experts with MDSA. My name is Liu Zhanghong from the Academic and Research Bureau, and today our special guest is Dr. Ravi, here at AIMST University, who specialises in dental materials. Good afternoon, Dr. Ravi. So, on behalf of MDSA, I would also like to give thanks for you for accepting our invitation for this interview. So, before we start off, let us start with a brief introduction on your backstory.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Ravi. I specialize in dental material sciences. I've done my master's degree from Queen Mary University of London way back in 2005, and my undergraduation from India, from SRM University, which is in Tamil Nadu. And ever since, I've been working in AIMST University, and I found this place amazing. This institution, as well as the kids with whom I've been teaching.
So, Doctor, you specialized in dental materials and studied at Queen Mary University in London. Can you tell us what prompted you to pursue dental materials?
Yeah, this opportunity to pursue my master's in Queen Mary came as a complete surprise to me the very first time. Because my intention was not to pursue the same clinical sciences like everyone were, intending to do it. I wanted to choose a degree which is away from the main clinical aspect of dentistry, and hence I ended up with dental material sciences, which deals with the material aspect of dentistry more than the clinical aspect of dentistry.
So you are currently conducting research regarding smart materials, biopolymers and bioceramics, and the usage of herbal extracts in dentistry. Can you share with us what kind of research is this and what have you found?
Yeah, I've been doing research in biopolymers and bioceramics. In fact, I'm stressing my research in these two areas. For me, I'm more concerned with the mechanical and the physical aspects of polymers, especially the shear strength and the bond strength of composites and also polymers. Polymers, as you know, has various uses in dentistry, in both prosthetic dentistry as well as conservative dentistry. I'm trying to in fact, change the size of the filler particles or the glass particles in the polymers to enhance the strength of the materials so that the fracture resistance of the material improves, so that we can reduce the breakage of dentures, which is very common during any mishap.
What about the herbal extracts in dentistry?
Yeah, herbal extracts in dentistry. Yeah, we are experimenting on having green tea as part of mouth rinses, because the only mouth rinse that we as dentists are very much accustomed to is the chlorhexidine. So we are trying to find alternative by using green tea extracts and extracts of hibiscus and even from rose. We are trying to extract, because rose extracts is known to have antibacterial properties. So I'm trying to get more information and see if I can produce alternatives to chlorhexidines and which are biologically more biocompatible to the human body.
So, as you study dental materials, do you foresee any new materials being developed in the near future?
Yeah, when I was doing my research in Queen Mary, one of my tutors was Dr. Mangala Patel. She was doing a very good research in alginates. She actually managed to produce a self-cleansing alginate material or self-disinfecting alginate material, wherein you take the alginate powder, you mix it with water, you take an impression, and you don't have to disinfect it. What we basically do here, or for that matter, most of the universities, we disinfect the impression in sodium hypochlorite solution in order to prevent the cross infection. But you don't have to do with alginate materials. Just take an impression, put it in a cover, and send it to the technology lab for fabrication.
Okay, and based on that, do you think any materials will become obsolete in the near future?
Obsolete? I'm not exactly sure because, but I presume amalgam may end up becoming an obsolete in future, because as every country is becoming a developed country, more and more people or a larger section of the population are preferring are more inclined towards colored restoratives, and that would be the biggest disadvantage with amalgam. So I presume amalgam, maybe about 50 years down the lane, will become obsolete.
And if one student were to pursue in dental materials, what is to be expected?
Yeah, dental materials is a totally research intensive sector of dentistry. There's a vast area where research is lacking in dental materials aspect, and I presume any person who intends to pursue dental materials will be able to exploit this uncharted area of dentistry, and maybe produce a new material or improve the existing material for the benefit of all the dentists.
And do you think that the students should increase their knowledge regarding dental materials?
Yeah, dental materials form an integral part of dentistry. You have to. You cannot let go of dental materials anywhere, starting from the first year to the final year. The one thing that I noticed, all the dentists know how to use materials, but they are not concerned with the actual composition or the application of each dental material. Once we actually have a grasp of the knowledge dealing with dental materials, then I presume he will be a holistic approach towards dentistry.
And how would one do that besides studying the textbook?
I would suggest or I would advise that particular student to go through each university's website, where they publish the various newer research they have done. So you will come across the different materials that have been introduced into the market.
And finally, any words of advice for students or dentists?
I have one good advice for all the people. Know what you are dealing with. It's dental materials. It's not rocket science, but at the end of the day, we always work to improve the life of a dentist, and on the whole contribute our little knowledge to dentistry to improve the overall sector in dentistry.
Alright, thank you, Doctor. So before we end off this interview, let us start off with a round of rapid fire questions for 1 minute. So I'll just ask you a series of questions and you just answer them as you see fit. So the first question, 3 words that best describe yourself.
Clear, crisp, and clarity. I wish to follow these 3 principles in whatever I do, because I'm a very organized person, and I expect to give a clear message whenever I take a lecture, to have the right clarity so that the other person understands it, and be crisp so that it's sharp.
Your favorite thing about Malaysia?
Oh, obviously the food.
A place you always wanted to visit?
Oh, my heart always goes back to London.
London. Are you a horror movie fan or a comedy fan?
Yeah, I prefer comedy.
What's your favorite comedy?
Yeah, my favorite comedy is 50 First Dates. The hero is Ben Stiller.
Do you have a favorite movie character?
Movie character? Yes, the Don Vito Corleone from the movie Godfather.
Your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show was
called the Wonder Years. It was a way back series. Probably you were not even born at the time, but it's a very nice one because I used to watch as a kid.
Your hobbies?
Oh, I love cooking, which I do, and I learn new languages.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Any version of potato is something that I would eat the whole year.
So anything you regret not doing when you were younger?
I wanted to be a cook, but I ended up being a dentist. So that's one of the smallest regrets that I have.
If you could travel back in time, at what age would you travel to?
Maybe to the days when I was doing my dentistry, because that was probably the best time in my life.
Do you have a dream car? And what would it be?
Yeah, I have. My dream is not big, and my car, my dream is not big. I would prefer to have the Fiat Coupe, the small one, from the movie Telling Job. You can go anywhere in this traffic.
If you were to learn a new language now, what language would it be?
I love French. I've been learning, and I wish to learn it for the next few years. I simply admire the French language.
If you wouldn't be a dentist, what do you think you would be?
Yeah, I love French. I would love to be. I would have been a French teacher by now, doing online coaching.
All right. So thank you very much, Doctor, for spending your time with us and giving us some insight on dental materials. We have certainly gained a lot of knowledge and perspective out of this interview. So thank you for being sporting and answering our rapid fire questions as well, Doctor. So this is all for today, and I'll see you on the next episode of Interview with Experts. Thank you.
Thank you.